Greatest challenge I faced was probably just losing my cousin in the process of the music. Probably losing one of my brothers in the process of making the music. Especially because, like, being with them from day one, starting this whole shit with them, this whole journey started because of them, with them. I couldn't imagine myself being there without them. And I feel like I'm at a point right now where I am at the crossroads where I'm on one side, they on another side, and that's challenging, bro, because I want to show them everything and celebrate every win with them and shit. So for them to, not necessarily be right there next to me, but I know they there, man, and I know they watching from, wherever they watching from. It's just, that's probably been one of my biggest challenges. And these days, man, life's gonna be a challenge, but they don't challenge me enough, like, for the music. You know what I'm saying? For sure, though, for sure, it's just losing my brothers in that process of the music, man. That's the most challenging shit.
Day one, 2021. It's I believe it's, what's today's date, cuz? Don't nobody know today's date. January 14th, 2021. Album dropping 11/11/2021. Classics only. We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get right. You know what I'm saying? Fresco behind the shit. It's about to be a classic, nigga. Big champagne boys, yeah.
4 generations that Golden Gate Church has been in my family. So the significance to me, I remember I was at my grandma's sister's house, and she lived on the east side, my Aunt Dora. And she pulled out this old Phoenix historic book, and she looked at me, she told me, yeah, our family, we built that. We were part of building that church. And that neighborhood no longer exists. Golden Gate, it's now Sky Harbor Airport. You know what I mean? So for me to be going in the 4th, now 5 generations, Phoenix, East Side, all that, that church holds significance value to me just because my family not only built it, but, growing up in my background where I did come from, you know what I'm saying? From my pop to always preaching to me, and my mom, always making sure that, Bible verses was always in my head, and, we be God-fearing, always stay prayed up. It was only right that my album had to be right in front of there, you feel me?
I know, man, you straight, but you got the Yeezys on. They ain't gonna give you no ticket with the Yeezys on it. But more reason, like, get your ass out there. They gonna say, wait a second, you those. Yeah. Get your ass out there. They gonna say, no, you Yeezys are part of that. Yeah.
I be talking smack about the cops. They were not like me.
Oh, you put the shorts on, nigga.
Nigga, y'all want this working out.
Oh, God.
The most important lesson I've learned, just in this music, I feel like is, don't ever stay stagnant. Don't ever get comfortable. Don't get cozy with none of this shit, man. Always stay focused. Always stay hungry. Always stay on the grind, because even when you feel like you've made it, you haven't really even made it there yet. Especially where we come from, you know what I'm saying? In the state where we at, not many people have made it out, to the big times. So I feel like for me, that's where I'm at right now mentally. It's just keep going, keep grinding, man, and stay on that marathon, bro. Wake up, try to get sharp with the pen. Keep getting sharp, learning about business. Keep getting sharp, learning about, just the politics of the game, and just try to just gain as much knowledge as you can with this shit.
Man, I came up from the really do this for the keep it 32 for pawn. From the dirt, God forgive me, got expensive habits. Keep a gold Jesus round my neck, protect the fabrics. We hid the money in the vents, zipped it in the attic. Noodles every night to turn your moves into a savage. Clockwork, electric off, heat the oven in the dark. What you know about sharing plates or sleeping every night on floors? Coping mechanisms, had to pick it up just like the bar. Bragging who came up the hardest, treated like a fucking sport. We glorified the wrong things, we had no heroes. Screaming thug life, imaginary, counting zeros. Pops used to sleep.
I feel like the only thing I was trying to prove with this album was that I could carry my own weight when it came to rap, when it came to melodic R&B singing. I didn't want no one to really question any of that. I think they used to hearing me on a Devontae Black beat. I think they used to hearing me on some Prue beats, but this time around I wanted to make sure I did do a club banger. This time around I wanted to make sure I did do very dark synthy type beats, as well as like, you know, a trap banger joint. Like I wanted to showcase all the talents that, you know, you can't put me in no box. I could do everything, you know, and pen wise, like it. I just wanted to prove like ain't no one could really touch me when it comes. I know there's dudes that could spit nicer. I know there's guys that can sing nicer, obviously, but not everyone knows how to do it all in one like the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do this shit. Like I know motherfuckers that can rap their ass off, bro, but can't make a record to save their life. I know dudes who can sing their heart out, but don't know how to just put their heart into a record. You know, for me, bro, like what you get is exactly what you see, man. It's gonna be real emotion. It's gonna be real struggle. It's gonna be, you know, real empowering. I'm gonna always hype up and big up, you know, us just making it out. And then obviously where I'm from, I'm gonna talk about relationships. I'm gonna talk about wins. I'm gonna talk about losses. I'm gonna do everything. So yeah, without proving a lot, I had a lot to prove, man. I think just to myself, you know. Putting myself to that test, like, nah, man, you know what? This ain't hot enough. I scratched it, and I would keep penning again until it was perfect. So for me, I don't want to say it's a 10 out of 10 album for me, man, but because there's always going to be room for improvement. But for me, I got pretty damn close. You heard?
Don't get confused, this ain't old Willie P. This is Pun, Meat, and Nip. I'm that cloth on the beats. Boy from the East, drop a classic like it's nothing to me. So many Balenciaga's closet look like a fleet. I
feel like I do got an obligation for anybody who listens to my music or looks up to me. 12 years working with behavioral health, working in group homes, working with kids and mentoring them. Some of them were my biggest street teamers, but at the same time, I would sit there in a circle with like 5 or 6 of my kids, all young boys, man, and they would be rapping over just YouTube instrumentals and all taking turns. Still hit me up now like, yo, P, man, I love that last project. Yo, P, I love that last video. So, yeah, man, I mean, that obligation's always going to be there, man, to always do or at least try to do the right things right. I mean, because ain't nobody perfect, man. I mean, we human at the end of the day. So, for me, I'm going to try to live by an example, live by the best example that I could. And just obviously, you know, hope for positive results, man. I know my vibrations are good. My headspace is always in the right place. So yeah, especially to, you know, just to my listeners outside of, you know, whoever I impacted, people that don't know me personally, that just know me through the music. I want them to feel something when they listen to me, man. You know what I mean? I want to give them an emotion, a feeling like, man, okay, yeah, I felt that, so. Yeah, I feel like for me, yeah, there is an obligation, man. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like that test. I hope it never goes away from me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Man, we calling it VPI 2, and if you peep in the hook, I'm kind of talking about like all the records that were on the shit from Phoenix Nights to Hourglass to Hennessy to, and then the other one was Young Westin, but you know the niggas can't do no down, but it's just, it is what it is, man.
We setting the bar, we lifting it up, then we maxing again. The 217, I was singing revenge, setting the trend, so I'm rapping again. Treat it like wine, making amends, marking their hands like they giving up.
I'm excited, bro.
Shit, me too, bro.
Bro, these songs are crazy. Like, I'm telling you, I've been bumping the shit because they just got such a great vibe and they sound great. You know what I mean? So
that's Westin.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nah, yeah, this joint sounds stupid.
I feel like
dope too.
I feel like what affected the energy for Not the Same for me, man, was just was everything that just kind of led up to it, man. You know, from me starting in the beginning on the mixtape shit, just doing it because my friends were doing it, you know. And some of them friends, either they make music now or they just stop making music in general. For me to just take off with it and still just, you know, be a student of this shit and still learn and not be afraid to make mistakes. So then even after those mixtapes, like try to drop like, you know, high volume records, bro, and try to always stay consistent to where I even quit for them 3 years and came back with the name change, Young Westin, and started doing the melodic singing shit while still doing the rapping. I think it's all that. It's a combination of everything, man. That, you know, that affected everything to where I was like, you know what, like I've never made an album, and I want to make a real album where I put my heart and soul to the production, mixing, mastering, engineering, recording. You feel me? To the promo, to everything that lined up to it. I wanted to do it how some of my favorite artists did it. You know what I mean? So I did. I stayed up late, man. You know, I was watching doc after doc, bro. I would listen to my old favorite rap albums, bro, my old favorite R&B albums, and be like, no, I want to make something like this, man. So I think it was everything in life. You know, my car accident that could have claimed me. It was everything, bro. All the effects, bro, from just anything that had happened within the 9-year time frame of me making music to right now. It all played a role into where I'm at right now.